now it's time to reveal the new car. Here she is! Wow, I've never had such an IQ before. This is the Toyota IQ. It's the top of the range 1.3 model, and it's rather nice actually, surprisingly big inside. For such a tiny car, it's only 20 centimetres longer than a smart car, and believe it or not, this car has 4 seats. It's the smallest 4-seater ever made. So let's give it a try. Despite this tiny size, the car is actually very, very large inside. I mean, you'd think you'd be hitting shoulders with your passenger, but actually you're miles away. It's amazing. It's got all the mod cons on it. It hasn't got all big screen and all that stuff that you can get with all these modern cars. It's just got this fancy console in the centre here, in like a V shape, and it's so simple. We've just got this one dial, does all the heating. The radio, there's not even any buttons on it apart from eject. The radio is actually controlled with this little joystick here, and this little button here, so it's very, very, very simple, and everything's just as simple as possible. One thing I'm not overly keen on is this kind of turd chocolate brown interior. I wouldn't say I'm that impressed with that, but I think they all come with the same colour, so there's not much choice there. You've got the black there, you've got the silver there. It's quite nice. You know, it doesn't look too bad. It's not a colour I'd go for, turd brown, but it's actually better than I thought it would be. So, as with all these modern cars, I've got the key in my pocket. I just literally press the start button, and this is time to see. Oh, we've got reversing sensors. I didn't know I had them. It's now time to see how good the turning circle is, because the turning circle on this car is supposed to be better than the smart car. Wow, pretty cool. This should be a doddle to park, this car. So, auto headlights, they haven't actually come on yet, which is a bit annoying, so I'm going to have to turn them on manually, because I feel that it's dark enough for headlights, but the car doesn't think so. Now, I drove a smart car yesterday, and then I drove this today, and the difference was night and day. This is a far superior car, a much, much nicer car than the smart car. I don't actually know how to turn the radio off. How to turn that off? Goes AM, radio 1. Maybe if I press and hold it. Off, there we go. So the radio's off now. I'm learning all the time as we go. Auto wipers as well. So that's auto now. So hopefully I won't have to do anything apart from drive. Now the tax is very expensive on this model because it's the 1.3. So unfortunately this cost me £35 a year instead of £0 a year, which I was a bit annoyed about, because, you know, £35, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, I was paying more than that a month for the last car, but still. But it's just such a lovely thing to drive. It's so comfortable. It's like sitting in an armchair. It's wide. It feels great. The gearbox is lovely and smooth. The engine's got a lovely sound. There's not a lot of cabin noise for a tiny car. Really is a little gem actually. These are very expensive though, that's the downside to them, because they're so nice, they're economical. They are very expensive to buy, like any car really that's small, with a small engine. But I did feel that I wanted to own this. It's not something I thought about owning before, and then I saw one come up and I thought, I wonder what they're like. Went and had a look, and yeah, I was really impressed with it, especially after driving a smart car. The smart car was nice, but this is double the car. It was double the price, but it's double the car. It's twice as nice, and you've got the 4 seats if you want them as well. So it's it really is a no-brainer. These are lovely little cars, and it's the kind of car that you could just keep and it costs you nothing to own. It's £35 a year to tax. That they're slow. I wouldn't say they're slow. Why do you need it to be fast? It's a town car. It cruises up and down the motorway easily. I'm doing 55 now, and it's quite happy to bumble along at 55. I'm sure it'll get to 70, 80, no problem, if you wanted it to, but even at 55 mile an hour, it's quite comfortable, not noisy. Once the CVT gearbox kicks down the gear, I'm not a fan of CVT, I never have been, I've never liked CVT. I don't understand how this can be a 6-speed and be a CVT, because CVT is supposed to be continuously variable. So it's supposed to have continuous speeds, really. But yeah, I mean, you can hear a little bit as it kicks into a lower gear. But it's certainly quick enough. It'll keep up with any modern traffic. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyable little car. You don't feel like you're in a tiny little car. It's so tiny, this car, but you don't feel like it. You feel like you're in a decent, ordinary sized hatchback, really. The only way you can really tell whether you're in a tiny car is when you come to park it, and you think, I can fit in there. That's good. But driving wise, it feels big. It feels perfect. It doesn't feel tiny. It feels very comfortable. I wouldn't worry about doing a long journey in this. I mean, I would if I was sat in the back. I wouldn't want to sit in the back on a long journey, because that would be a little bit tight, unless you've got no legs, and unfortunately I'm the other way around, so I don't think I want to sit in the back of this for long, if at all. Sam's going to have a go in the back next week though, isn't he, Sam? On the school run. And he's taller than me. So that'd be fun. So yeah, all in all, this is a great little car, and I'm glad I bought it. Nice Valentine's present to myself. Happy Valentine's to me. Lovely light little gem of a car. Where's the horn? Oh, it's on the steering wheel. Should we see what the horn sounds like in a minute? Let's give the horn a test and see what that's like. Oh, it's quite, doesn't sound like a weenie car's horn. Automatic wipers are working nicely. Right, let's try and get into this tight space. It should be a doddle, but who knows? Oh, shut up. Don't think it's got sensors on the front, only at the back. Beautiful. I really like this car. I'm glad I got it. I think it's going to be a nice little car for running around in. I think it's going to hold its value. If I can sell it for a profit or break even on it, then that would be a big bonus. So thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, if you get a chance to have a go in one of these, or even buy one, I would definitely recommend it, because they're a lovely little car. Don't bother about a smart car, they're nothing like these. If you get a chance to have one of these, it's a much better car than a smart car. Sorry, smart car, but yeah, I might still get a smart car, but for now this is the car to have. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.